We want to bring you right now to the acting chief of the MBTA, who is updating recent speed restrictions on the T.
That is what our riders want and deserve, and that is my primary responsibility, the safety of our transit system. We are taking a conservative approach as we continue to work through this issue. Yesterday, the MBTA lifted the global speed restriction on the Mattapan line, and I'm optimistic that tomorrow we will be in a position to lift the global speed restriction on the green at start of service. These global speed restrictions have been replaced with block restrictions. A block speed restriction is a length of track that may include multiple defects that need to be investigated or mitigated. As each defect is validated and corrected, the length of the block speed restriction is reduced until the block is fully removed. As we continue to verify and validate track conditions, I will report on our findings, and I will take the necessary actions to ensure that this never happens again. A full and complete investigation is in process, and I will take all necessary actions at the conclusion of the investigation. To my right is a series of boards. The board on my far right depicts the complexity and the flow of the verification, validation, and action process. The process begins with reviewing the geometry reports and then identifying defects. This is followed by two separate reviews, one team of MBTA engineers and a separate teams of third-party engineers. Both teams take detailed measurements, and as part of their inspections, following that process, the defect of validation takes place. Their feedback from both parties is reviewed and analyzed and verifies the findings. Once that is completed, it is determined whether a corrective action is necessary or if conditions allow speed restrictions to be lifted. Board number 2 is the defect assessment board dashboard. This shows the percentage of inspections completed by both MBTA engineering and maintenance personnel and our independent third-party engineers. And board number 3 is the current status. This shows the total percentage of track with speed restrictions. Riders should continue to plan for longer headways and additional travel time throughout the system. Riders should monitor our social media and webpage for line-specific alerts or subscribe to T-Alerts for personalized service information. The authority has also created a rider's guide with details on alternative service options using the commuter rail for red and orange line. The guide lists the stations where Charlie cards and Charlie tickets are being accepted. Additionally, it contains line maps showing the travel time between those commuter rail stations that parallel the red and orange lines. It also includes the times between each train at every station and links to commuter rail line schedules serving those stations where riders can find exact arrival and departure information. The guide is available in multiple languages, and for more information and to download the guide, go to mbta.com. We are also encouraging our riders to use the T's Trip Planner tool for a list of travel options, including bus routes that run parallel to the subway service. We appreciate our riders' continued patience as we work to resolve these issues. Last month, we revealed a speed restriction dashboard with a commitment that in March, the dashboard would be updated to be more dynamic with more information. Next week's board meeting will unveil the new dashboard that will provide riders with a comprehensive view of speed restrictions across all lines. And this couldn't be more important than right now.